He is Shane Lachlan Black, the internet's original stunt writer.
What's my name?
Denny Crane?
Like you mean it.
Denny Crane.
What's my name?
Denny Crane!
No further questions.
One of my great privileges as an author is the ability to invent new things that don't exist yet in our time and place. I grew up with phasers and blasters and photon torpedoes. I implemented the Kaufman retrograde battle strategy all the way through high school on tabletops. I was so good that I successfully explained the Kaufman retrograde to my girlfriend, and she understood it. I even quizzed her about it a week later, and she got it exactly right. She wasn't the least bit interested in tabletop war games or how I could win every time I chose the Federation ships instead of the Klingon ships or the Romulan ships, but she told me she was thrilled that she was dating the next Captain Kirk. I grew up at a time when creativity was wielded by the men who won World War II. If you're new to my channel, I write books. A lot of books. In fact, I wrote so many books other bookstores couldn't keep up. I have over 2 million words in print. Action-packed science fiction, exciting fantasy, addictive gamelet, you name it. I wanted to do more, so I moved all my books to my store. I have ebooks, audiobooks, signed paperbacks, and signed hardcovers. I ship worldwide, which is good because I have readers in 12 countries. I have hundreds of positive reviews, but I do something no other author does. If you buy any digital book from my store, you get a code. But it isn't just any code. You give it to a friend, and when they redeem that code at the site linked in the description, they get the same book you bought free. Every digital title qualifies. Ebooks, audiobooks, collections, even arsenals. But I'll make that offer even better. If you're new to the store, take the battle code or treasure code on the screen right now and redeem it at the site linked in the description, and I'll give you not one, not two, but 3 ebooks or audiobooks absolutely free. It's the best offer in books. You're going to find it where? Right here. Over 70 titles are waiting for you right now. All ahead, battle speed. When they put technology on the screen, be it silver or TV-sized, they got it right. You could subconsciously sense the mechanisms being described could actually exist, and that there was a true path to inventing them that only required a little more research and a few more overcome obstacles. That's what inspired us all about shows like the original Star Trek. We looked at those spacecraft and we said, we could build that. And then we went to the garage and actually attempted it. The name Enterprise was not an accident. Now, I make spaceships that are as real as I can achieve with the written word. I have battleships and cruisers and missile destroyers and strike fighters and gunships. I'm about to manufacture a few of those for real, so my readers can put them on their bookshelves. But I'm going to tell you a secret. Nothing is more fun than designing alien ships. Take the Imperial battlecruiser Zelo, for example. This is one of only a handful of vessels that have successfully engaged a Citadel-class battleship like DSS Argent. The Sarnstar Empire is populated by dragons, who crawled out from under volcanoes and seismically active mountain ranges and continental plates to conquer the skies and beyond. They are enormous creatures who have reduced warfare to a science. And in the process, they created fearsome spacecraft that are constructed to resemble the bodies of half-mile-long dragons. Their fighters are built like scaled raptors. The word intimidating scarcely measures up. Then there's the Zev Mecha Grid. This is the weirdest enemy mankind will likely ever face in my Starship stories. Zev ships look like gigantic towers of three-dimensional polygonal shapes, that move through space like teetering stacks of metal blocks, or fast-moving wedges of unidentifiable metal, depending on their attitude control. They are a mathematically precise race of cybernetic minds all connected together in what are called neuronic clusters, where they join forces to calculate and test trillions of strategic hypotheses a second. Their weapons are among the most brutal in all of known space. Primary among them is the Radiac implosion field. It is a long-range energy beam that releases a precision-tuned radiation field that uses its target's defenses for energy. The stronger your shields, the harder it hits. But no discussion of enemy weapon systems can take place without discussing the heretic disjunction. In early Starships books, I brought up the fact that Cerelia Orleone, the queen of the Condor Pirates, used some of the money she was quietly staked to finance development of a battery of M-guns for her flagship, the Shrike. M-guns are illegal in core space for several reasons, not the least of which is the fact they distort reality to the point where the effects can drive the people under fire insane long after the battle. Being in range of an M-gun has been known to cause psychotic breaks in perfectly rational people, disturbing enough that they'll turn on their own side. Sometimes this happens days or weeks later. The heretic technology takes this idea to a completely different and far more devastating level. Inside the impact zone of a heretic disjunction wave, the laws of physics break down to the point where isotopes no longer decay, but increase their energy. The disjunction can also be used to persuade merely mortal beings they are experiencing things that aren't there. The most profound example of all this is Book 7 in the Destroy All Starship series, when Jason Hunter and his officers encounter a completely inexplicable force of primitive soldiers on a planet in the most lawless region of core space. The Argent's captain and officers watch reality shift from one to the other right before their eyes. It's not enough for them to overcome challenges. They have to maintain their sanity from battle to battle. Meanwhile, the heretics have perfected a neutron weapon that is powerful enough it can simply cut through any conventional defensive system, including EM shielding, powered armor, magnetic barriers, and even bulkheads. Then there's the Starship Sussex, rumored to have been disabled and then gutted by a heretic raiding squadron. By the time Alliance ships arrived, they discovered all the water vapor had been removed from the ship's interior atmosphere. Human scientists still haven't figured out how such a feat was accomplished in such a short time. Human weapons are fine, but mankind has always been the generalist. We've never been all that good at coming up with an unimaginably violent and bizarre way to destroy our enemies, and then making it so specialized that rumors of his existence are enough to give us a couple of touchdowns before the kickoff. It's kind of like the difference between writing the hero and writing the villain. The hero is the guy everyone roots for, because we all love heroes. But by the end of the story, you always noticed it was the villain who got all the best lines. Blackout.
Shane Lachlan Black,